fighting game arcade cabinets, vertical battleground coliseums that we've had for decades. However, they all share a similar trait, and that is how you interact with them. Usually it consists of a vertical stick with a ball on top, with a plethora of buttons to control the moves of the character you've got on screen. This works brilliant in the arcades, however, console gaming became incredibly popular, and as such, people wanted to still get that arcade feel, but in the home. That's where portable arcade sticks became incredibly popular. Even now, we have incredibly sophisticated arcade sticks that use arcade parts to really get that at-home arcade feel. These can even be seen in tournaments all around the world used by professionals. However, for anyone new trying to get into the fighting game community or fighting games in general, it can be incredibly intimidating for the home console user using a control pad. So, is there anything out there that could potentially help a console gamer using an arcade stick for the first time, but with the feel of a control pad? And this is where ThumbPro Aracde comes in, a brand new startup from the US who have designed and manufactured, in my opinion, an incredibly unique product. As you can see, it is very functional in what it does and definitely stands out from the crowd, especially if you're at an event. This is going to turn some heads. As you will see, there isn't a stick. No, there is a D-pad, which if you're a console gamer, you'll be very familiar with, and those highly responsive arcade buttons. Let's have a closer look. So as we can see, the entire outside casing is completely custom. This is the beta version, so the one that you get may be slightly different. Inside, it is powered by a brickboard, which is a PS3/PS4 version, and on the left is that adjustable locking D-pad housing, which makes this product incredibly unique. Powering this in terms of buttons is 14 Samuel buttons, each button corresponding to an input as you would get on a PS3 or PS4 pad. And all this requires is an input into a single USB Type A port. This means that it's as simple as plugging this into your PS4, your PC using the nearest USB port, or if you really want to have some fun, Brook actually make a converter that takes any PS3 to PS4 connection, so you can use this arcade stick or any pad, plug this into your Nintendo Switch dock. This is my own custom made one, so your one may look slightly different, and take the USB port from the Thumbstick Pro, plug it inside, and you can use this on the Nintendo Switch. Exciting for anyone who plays Smash Brothers. That's the ThumbPro Aracde. Looks great, looks unique. But how does it actually perform when played with games? As a benchmark, I thought I'd use a PS4 pad, my VENOM arcade stick, and the ThumbPro Aracde. Ultra Street Fighter 4 was my benchmark, and straight off the bat I realised that my inputs using my left thumb were a lot more accurate. However, buttons on the PS4 pad, in some cases, just weren't as responsive. Switching over to the VENOM arcade stick, this is where things changed. My buttons were Samuel buttons that you'd get in an arcade, and those inputs were great. However, I hadn't used my arcade stick for a while, so I'd kind of forgotten where some of the angled positioning was, and I did struggle to get some of the moves off. And this is where I think the ThumbPro Aracde really comes into its own. Using your left thumbstick to operate that D-pad, you know precisely where you're actually aiming, and with the responsiveness of the buttons, you're pretty much going to hit those combos every single time. I really love this product. I love it a lot. Another love of mine is Tekken 7, a game that I'm very much far away from mastering, but one thing I've learned is that your inputs need to be incredibly accurate, and using that D-pad just means that I feel that much more confident in knowing that my inputs are going to be accurate pretty much every time. And with those responsive buttons, my inputs will usually never miss. It really is a fantastic product, and I honestly feel a lot more confident playing Tekken 7 than I've ever had before, whether that be on a control pad or using my VENOM arcade stick. So overall, what do I think? I genuinely feel this is a groundbreaking product. It's such a simple idea. Take the best of a gamepad and add it onto the best that you can get from an arcade stick, which in my opinion is the buttons. It's a very unique product. Now, this model is a beta model, and it is no way near representative of the actual final models that I've actually seen being shipped now. All of the details are available in the description below if you want to learn more. But I genuinely feel that this D-pad hybrid arcade stick is definitely something for the future. It's only on the way up. And it's such a brilliantly simple idea that's been executed in a wonderful manner. Precision, accuracy, great parts, great customer service, and it is a really, really wonderful product. Again, you could use this for a variety of different games. It doesn't necessarily just have to be fighting games. But for fighting games specifically, I feel it's massively improved my game. It's something that's been needed in the portable arcade market, and they have done a fantastic job in my opinion. They've taken the best that you can get from a gamepad and put it into an arcade stick. I've been MeanMachineDean, and this is me signing out.